Hello, my friends. So here we are again. And today I want to talk about the main steps that will make you go forward in this industry. And if you are already an entrepreneur or if you have a business, if you're a business owner, you might see that some steps are very similar to what you are probably already doing. And this is because it has to do with entrepreneurship. But then there are other things that maybe no one asked you before, and maybe you didn't think of that. You didn't make the effort of really going deep into your emotions and finding out the real reasons behind things. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is to identify our dream, or as we also call it, the reason why. This is super important because if we are not aware of why we are willing to get out of our comfort zone, then we will find so many excuses just to quit, right? So the moment that you have 3 or 4 no's in a row, if you don't have a reason that is strong enough for you to keep on going to resist this rejection, you will give up super easy. And sometimes people think like, okay, I want to drive a Ferrari. That is my dream. And I have to tell you, that is something that comes later, but it's usually not the dream, the real dream. Maybe for someone it is, but it's not for most of the people. Because as I said, if you are going through rejection for a whole time, you might just think, well, do I really need a Ferrari? No, I might be okay with the car I have. Okay, so you give up, right? So usually the real whys or these dreams are things that you would like to have done or complete before dying. That is a very good exercise. And I also seen it in many experts, coaches, that they use that too. If you would think now, okay, I still have 2 months left, or I don't know, 1 year left. What is it that is really important to me that I would like to do, that I would like to achieve, that I would like to ignite and leave as a project for others, that once I'm gone, I feel satisfied that I did it? Because the things that come up then are the real reasons for you to get out of your comfort zone. And maybe it is a car and maybe it is a house, but most of the time it's not. It's things that you can do for your family, for the people that surround you, for your community, projects that you can bring into life that are the main reason why you go. It's like your fuel, right? And maybe you need a vehicle to start that. And this business can be the vehicle to get, I don't know, for instance, to start a project of helping kids or helping animals. And maybe that is super important to you because it really means that you feel satisfied with the person that you became. And that's the point. We always pursue the version of ourselves that we want to become. And that should be your main goal. What kind of person do you want to be? How would you like to be to die satisfied of yourself? So in pursuit of that, if we really can give that a name, if we can give it a shape, if we can materialize that, to have a clear idea of what we want, the next step is then to set the goals. Because we have to do like the kind of reverse psychology, right? If I want to achieve this, if I want to become that, what are the steps prior to it that I have to walk to get there? And this is the point, the second point of setting goals. And setting goals is super important because remember, you become an entrepreneur. That means that you are the one deciding how much you work, for how long, how many days a week, etc. So you don't have a boss that is telling you what to do. You have to develop your self-discipline to be the person telling yourself, come on, you can do a little bit better. Come on, you can walk a little bit longer, or you can do that faster. So this self-discipline will help you to really achieve the goals that you're setting yourself. But you have to bring this dream, this ideal thing that you want to achieve, you have to bring it down and materialize it. And materializing it means planning it. And this is the goals, the setting goals that you have to do, right? So once we know why we're willing to do this and we design the path to go there, the next step is to start to getting it to our audience. We have to talk to people. And there are so many different ways to do it. You can do it offline, you can do it online, you can ask for referrals, thousands of ways, honestly. And I can, on another video, I can talk to you more about that, of different ways to get into making new friends, making new contacts, etc. The point is, now that you know what are the steps to reach your goal, you just have to talk to people. You have to share this information with people, because the more people you share it with, the higher the possibilities are to find the right people for your project. Okay? So once you have done that, once you start getting in touch with people, like starting conversations with people, you have to make sure that you reach the point where you ask them, hey, are you open to listening to something? Would you be interested to have a look at what I'm doing? Or, I don't know, find the sentence that suits best to you. But you have to get to the point where you ask them, hey, would you be open to have a look at this information that I have, right? Because that is the only way that you can have people saying yes. And once they say yes, you give them either a presentation, you send them a video, you send them documentation, whatever it is that you have, okay? So we work with many different tools, but you send them information so that they can check, or you schedule a conference with them, a coffee, a Zoom call, whatever, right? You give them the information so that they can have a look at it and that they can decide something. The step afterwards, which is very, very important in all this process, is follow up. If you're already a business owner, or I don't know, we have worked with industries that you have to sell things, doesn't matter if it's a product or service, right? You will know for sure that follow-up is one of the most important things, because if you're putting a lot of energy into contacting people, into sharing this information, but you never really close that, if you don't bring closure to things, which is the follow-up, most of the people will never decide. Maybe they go back to their normal routine, they forgot that you sent them something, maybe they feel shy or they're not confident enough, and you contacting them and maybe answering the questions they have will give them the confidence to decide to work with you. So follow-up is super, super, super important. And I want you to realize that, because if you do everything, all the prior steps well, and then you fail at this one, probably your business will not grow. And it's hard maybe to say it like that or to hear it like that, but it's true. You might be the best person prospecting, contacting people. I don't know, you might be a super social media star. If you are not good at following up, your business will not grow. Okay, so keep that in mind and work on it. So once you do the follow-up, you will see if that person is interested in what you have to offer or not. If that person is not interested, you can always ask for referrals, or maybe you can have this feedback and see if you have to change your offer or the way you're introducing the offer, no, whatever. If the person is interested, then that person might become your next client or your next business partner, who knows. Once the person decides to enroll or work with you, collaborate with you, then we have to make sure that we give them the right framework so that they understand what are the next steps for them, okay? Don't leave anyone that is starting into your project business, don't leave them alone, because they need to know what are the steps they have to follow. And if you have a system, which is, I recommend it, not 100%, 1,000%. I'm so happy that we have a system that is really guiding people step by step through this process, because then I can handle them, I can give them this project step-by-step system, and they will know, okay, Sarai is here to give me support, but I also find answers in this system. I know that if situation A happens, I have to say this, or I have to react like that, or I have to do this, right? That is what a system is about, telling you step by step what to do. And once they understand what they have to do, because maybe they have not integrated it, but they understand what they have to do, it's important that you do it for them so that they can see you and copy you, and that will help them integrate this information that you share with them, okay? Because one thing is reading it and understanding it, okay? The other one is seeing it. Okay, now I understand it a little better. And then the next step is that you make it together with them. You make them participate, because it's the best way of learning, okay? Make someone do it and they will understand it, they will remember it, and they will really learn it and integrate it. So what happens afterwards? Everything starts from scratch again. They will have to define what their real dreams or goals they want to achieve are. They will have to contact the audience, etc., and so on and so on. And this is a cycle that goes starts and starts over and over again. So if you don't have a system like this and you're looking for something like that, you can feel free to contact me. I have many tools that can work for this, but in this video, I just wanted to briefly go through these steps so that it can give you a better understanding of what is important to do. Network marketing is a very easy, I would say, it's a very easy industry. There are not that many secrets, and the secrets are more about how to work with people, right? And the steps are very easy to follow. The problem is most of the people won't follow them or will not do them right, and that is what will do that they don't have the results that they wish for, right? Okay, I'll leave it here. Big kisses to all of you, and we see each other in the next video. Bye bye.